Hello everyone. In today's video, we'll be talking about the phylum Coelentrata, also known as Cnidaria. Alright, alright. So, they are made up of two different body types. Before we go into those body types, let's actually talk about the basics. Alright. So, they are mostly marine and they are radially symmetrical. And they contain cnidoblasts or cnidocytes. Alright, this is where the name Cnidaria comes from. Now, what are these cnidoblasts and cnidocytes? These are stinging capsules. Alright, sorry, they are stinging cells which contain stinging capsules. Alright, so imagine that this is a cnidoblast. Alright, it has a shape similar to this, and inside here is a capsule like this which contains toxins, poison. Alright, so this is the cnidocyst. Alright, it is also known as the nematocyst. Alright, so what do these cnidoblasts or cnidocytes help in? Alright, so they help in number one, defense. Alright, if there is a predator, it can defend itself by stinging the predator. Number two is capture of prey. So they can capture the prey using these stinging capsules. They can also use them for anchorage. Now you may be wondering what is anchorage. So it is the grabbing on. It is like grabbing hold of something. So for example, Hydra, what it does is, if this is a rock, it uses its tentacles to hold on to the rock. So even though water is pushing it this side, it won't let go of this rock. So these tentacles help in anchorage. That means it helps to hold on to the rock. Alright, so these are the uses of the cnidoblasts. Now, they contain a single opening. For example, let's take Hydra. Just imagine this is a structure of Hydra. These are the tentacles over here. It has an opening over here. Alright, it has a mouth on a hypostome. Now it is a hypostome. A hypostome is like a conical section. So just visualize it as this. This is the conical section, and this is the hypostome. Alright, this is what the hypostome is. Now these Hydra contain a small opening over here. It only contains one opening which serves as both mouth and anus. Alright, so food comes in and gets digested and leaves, the waste material goes out. Alright, now this cavity inside, alright, is known as the gastrovascular cavity. Alright, this cavity in the hydra is known as gastrovascular cavity. And so what happens is the food goes inside and it gets digested by the cells. Alright, first the cells release enzymes to break down the food outside, and when the food is small in the form of small particles, it goes inside the cell to be further digested. So that means digestion is both intracellular and extracellular. Alright, so that means extracellular means it is outside the cell, but it is also inside the cell, intracellular. So now we talk about a very important thing, which is the two body types found in Cnidarians. So the first one is polyp and the second one is medusa. The polyp you can think as a cylinder, and medusa you can think as an umbrella shaped. Alright, this is an umbrella shaped. So the polyps are sessile. That means they are not free swimming, they are located in one position and cannot swim freely. Alright, so they are cylindrical shape. An example is hydra and a dempsea. These on the other hand are free swimming. Alright, so they can swim freely. Like you can see jellyfish with their tentacles, they make a movement, like they make contractions in the water which help them swim. So these are free swimming. Example is Aurelia, also known as jellyfish. Alright, so and Portuguese man of war. So these are types over here. So now let's talk about a very interesting case, Obelia. So Obelia, also known as sea fur, produces both asexual and sexual reproduction. So what happens is, when it is in the polyp phase, it is like this, in this kind of form. Alright, and what happens is it creates spores, or it creates buds asexually, which then turn into jellyfish. Alright, and these jellyfish sexually reproduce in order to form the medusa again. Alright, so this is polyp and this is medusa. Alright, so I will create a very simple diagram in order for you to remember. This is polyp, this is medusa over here. Alright, oh sorry, this is medusa. So the polyps over here and like this. Alright, this is asexual in the form of buds, and this over here is sexual. Alright, there are larvae. Alright, there is a zygote and there are also larvae present. Alright, so this is only in the case of Obelia, and what this is known as is metagenesis. Alright, this is known as metagenesis. So the process of this happening is known as metagenesis, or we can write it as the process of alternation of generation of sexual and asexual modes of reproduction. Alright, so it is the alternation of the sexual and asexual reproduction modes, and this is only found in Obelia according to NCRT. Alright, So then we come on to the final part, which is the examples of Cnidaria. So first we have is Physalia, Portuguese man of war. Then we have Adamsia, sea anemone. Then we have Gorgonia, sea fan. Then we have Meandrina, Barrain coral. And we have Penatula, double N. This is also known as sea pen. Alright. And we have Hydra. Alright. And Aurelia. Alright, so these are the examples of jellyfish. This is it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Bye.